Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the Plant Pair channel. Today I want to talk about how I finally fully committed to my current way of training from my old style of lifting heavy. This topic came to be from a comment I got on my previous video actually. So here's what the comment said. I have a similar background, lifting heavy for years and have tried to make the transition to calisthenics. But I can't shake the psychological pull to lift heavy. I'll do bodyweight exercises for 2 weeks and then freak out that I'm losing strength and muscle and will run to my garage and rip out some deadlifts. It's a very hard addiction to break. Could you please elaborate, maybe in a video, how you manage to break this cycle and commit to your current routine? So yeah, for starters, I do have a video on the YouTube channel here talking about why I don't lift heavy anymore. So I do suggest checking that one out. But I do want to, try to elaborate on this one a little bit more. So there is a strange pressure that creeps into your mind when you've been training for a while, especially if you've started out lifting heavy and have been doing so for a long period of time. It's this belief that if you're not moving big weight, you're not doing enough. That strength is only real if it's measurable by plates on a barbell. I carried that belief for years. Even when my joints were aching, even when my motivation was fading, I'd still hear that little voice in my head telling me, you're supposed to lift heavy. You're supposed to feel this way. That's what real training is. It becomes psychological, it really does. Your identity gets wrapped up in being the strong one. You're the guy who squats this much or presses that much, and letting that go is almost feeling like you're quitting. But eventually, I started asking myself, why am I still training like this? Who am I doing this for? Because deep down, I wasn't chasing health or longevity anymore. I was chasing a version of myself I didn't even want to be anymore. Someone constantly stuck in a cycle of soreness, burnout, and honestly, ego-driven training. And I had to unlearn that. I had to strip it all down, not just physically, but mentally. At first, I'd still feel that urge. I'd finish a solid bodyweight session and think, that was good, but maybe I should go to the local gym and do some heavy rows or bench just to really make it count. It was like my brain hadn't caught up to my body. It took time to rewire that mindset. To understand that progress doesn't always look like more weight. Sometimes it's better control, better recovery, better form, even just enjoying training again. That's progress. So then what finally helped me stay the course when transitioning to my current training style? Honestly, it was seeing other people who had already broken free from that mental loop. So I found people like Kyle from the K-Bogues YouTube channel or Kris from the Path to Wellness YouTube channel. Highly recommend both of those guys. Go check them out. And others who weren't chasing numbers. They were like chasing more of the mastery of the bodyweight stuff, clean reps, functional strength, simplicity. They looked strong, they moved well, and they were committed. It gave me something to model after. It made me realize I wasn't crazy for wanting something different than what I was currently doing or had been doing. There is a world outside of always lifting heavy, and it's just as effective, if not more so, for where I'm at in my life right now. So I kept watching their content, and it just continued to reinforce my beliefs that this was the right style of training for me. What also helped me fully commit to this style of training was keeping in mind how I used to feel after all those heavy sessions, and in particular how I felt after I tore my pec bench pressing. I knew I didn't want to feel beat up after training, and I never want to go through the whole injury process like that again. Having those nagging pains and worse, serious injury is the fastest way to lose progress. I remind myself that the heavier I lift, the more likely I am to get hurt. It's really that simple. I remind myself that my main goal now is longevity and to be able to move my body and be capable in any circumstance that life gives me. Deadlifting 700 pounds is not what will accomplish that goal. So I simply just committed. I stopped flirting with going back to the old style. I stopped comparing myself to the guy I used to be under the barbell. and I started building a new identity, honestly, one that fits me now. So my routine now is simple, mostly bodyweight movements, some dumbbell work as you see in this video, strict form and enough volume to challenge myself without wrecking myself. And the freedom that comes with that, it's hard to explain unless you felt it, honestly. No more feeling like I should do something because of old habits or ego. No more proving anything to anyone. Just purposeful training that I actually enjoy and I know I can sustain. Now, if you're absolutely loving lifting heavy, then this video simply just isn't for you, right? Keep doing what you love. But if you're finding yourself burnt out and just overall disengaged with your current habits of lifting as heavy as you can, then maybe it's time that you try to break the cycle. I broke the cycle. Not just of lifting heavy, but of thinking I needed to, just to feel like I was doing enough. Real strength isn't in how much you lift. It's in knowing when to change, when to let go, and when to trust a new path. So if you're in that same headspace, fighting the urge to go back to training that doesn't serve you anymore, just know this. You're not alone. It's normal to wrestle with that identity shift. But if you commit, really commit, you'll most likely find something better on the other side. So, all right, guys, that's it for this one. I hope this helps. And as always, if you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you struggle at all with the mindset of feeling like you have to continue to lift heavy? I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the video play here for you, and we'll see you in the next one.